And your brain is the most powerful weapon.
Your mindset is the mix of your ideas, considerations, feelings, and perspectives. Your mindset tells how you view yourself, your opinions, your ability to understand your surroundings. Furthermore, it decides your choices, decisions, and activities, including connecting with others and managing unpleasant circumstances.
Your brain is the most powerful weapon in the world. Once you put away your phones and your computers and all that shit we have nowadays, yeah, it's great. We're up to date. But your brain is the only thing you have when you're going through depression, when you're going through hard times, when you're going through death, real life shit. You can't Google that shit, man. You're alone. You're alone. You may have a shrink you're going to, you may have a best friend you're going to, but there's 24 hours in the day where you're alone in this brain. And your brain is talking to you in all kinds of ways. And it wants to control you and pull you in these different pockets.
Mentally strong people have the capabilities to analyze and understand the state of any circumstance, to be fixed on their standpoint, and encounter with courage. Having a strong mind helps them to confront and overcome obstacles with confidence. When someone is strong-minded, they have the courage to build confidence, overcome obstacles, and grow from their experiences. A clear mindset is what makes an individual more transparent about the good and bad situations. Always be honest with your feelings and thinking and act accordingly in your life.
If you can't control your own brain and your brain controls you, you're fucked. You got to tell your brain where you want to go and how you want to go and how you want to get there. You got to control it. If not, it's over. It's over.
And all of that you learned from your own brain. You
Yes.
didn't Google this shit.
No.
You didn't buy books.
It didn't exist. This shit didn't exist. I couldn't even fucking spell Google back then. This shit didn't exist, man. What existed for me was, okay, man, how am I gonna fucking make this work? And all I knew back then was hard work. The only way anything gets accomplished. That's all I heard back in those days. You gotta work hard. You gotta work hard. I'm not getting I can't get this paragraph. I can't remember what the fuck's in this paragraph to pass this test to get in the military. Read again. Still not getting it. Read again. But if not getting it, write it out. And that's how I started learning. Okay, well, I gotta write out every fucking thing I do. And then write it out again, and write it out again. And guess what happened? I got it.
At the point when you are straightforward with yourself, you acknowledge your shortcomings and defects. You might know what you were able to do and what you're not able to do. With enough self-information, individuals' decisions about you can turn out to be less significant. The power you need to possess in order to be a strong person is the trust you have in yourself. You should always believe in yourself. No matter how bad people or situations make you, you should not give up on yourself. Keep moving on ahead with more strength from any bad circumstances, because those bad moments aren't defining who you are, but the belief you have within to make right out of that bad stuff. You are the only person who will believe you're 100% and make things possible. You don't need another person's approval if you are capable of believing in what you believe inside.
I got it. I can't swim. I'm negative buoyant. Go back again. I can't swim. Go back again. Go back again. Go back again. I got it. I realize if I keep going back and going back and going back until the shit just becomes, your mind will say, fuck, okay, we're gonna figure it out.
It'll find a way.
Because he is not going to stop. It's not like I'm gonna try one more time. No, it's just like alarm clock goes off, boop, we're going back. I can't read right, we're going back. I gave myself no way out, and my mind realized that. They said, okay, we're gonna adapt and overcome now.
So you have to teach your mind this is the new normal,
This
and
is
you
the
better
new
get
norm.
with the fucking program.
That's right.
And as soon as it realizes that you're serious,
You're serious.
then it adapts.
I'm not playing a game.
Right. But if it thinks you're playing a game, it knows, and it won't adapt.
Lots of people set their own goals and dreams. Hardworking people never hesitate to go for it. Think before action is what strong-minded personalities do before implementing random ideas. The thought process is necessary for the successful accomplishment of goals. Think through all the perspectives, have a good plan, and execute the goal with strong awareness and confidence. Without thinking and proper planning, the execution of ideas would be difficult and complicated. Strong ideas and plans lead to strong actions and keep us mentally stronger to go for it with more courage.
A lot of people say, like when I say trying hard, your mind knows, man. It knows this guy's bullshitting me, man. This guy's lying. There's no truth behind it. When I was in Navy SEAL training, people go, how were you there for 18 months? The program was only 6 months long. You were in 3 hell weeks in 1 year. No one's ever done that. How did you do that? I talk about the new norm. When I lived in a $7 a month place when I was growing up for a short period of time, I loved it. I didn't know any different. That was my norm. Once we moved out of that place, we moved to a $236 a month place. I was like, shit, I never want to go back to that little piece of shit. But if you go back to that $7 a month place and you realize this is where I live, this is all I got, your mind says, roger that, this is home. So when I was going through Navy SEAL training for 18 months and going back through all the hard parts over and over again, I told myself after the first time, I knew it was gonna be a long journey there. My body was breaking down. It was just how it was going on. I said, you know what, this is my new norm.
Knowing one's capabilities is a stepping stone to be confident on your own and set a strong mind to go ahead and test the limits. Only if a person is aware of their abilities, talents, and strengths, then only the courage will be gained to take up opportunities and prove it.
So my mind said, it's like going to work. Like you go to work, you put your suit and tie on, I go into suffering every day. Every day, suffering, being broken, duct taping my feet up, stress fractures, shin splints, being broken. This is my new norm. And your mind says, if we're not broken, this ain't normal. We gotta be broken. So then your mind starts to get tougher and tougher and more callous. People go, how did you run on broken feet? Broken shins. My mind knew this is how we operate. We're in Navy SEAL training. This is what we are. I became hell. And that became my new norm. I gave myself no way out. There was nothing outside these walls of hell. Nothing. I love God, but for a short period of time, I became the devil because that was hell. I became the boss, the owner, the CEO of Navy SEAL training. That was my mindset. And that's how you get through things. You immerse yourself in wherever it is, and you become that. You become that and give yourself no way out.
Our mindset is fundamental. It's more important than inherent ability and learning performance and has a huge impact on the other areas of our life, such as our career and relationships. All learning strategies, tools, and techniques are almost useless if we don't combine them with a strong, growth-based learning mindset. The simple belief that the power to improve our learning abilities lies in our own hands. Those with a fixed mindset who believe their abilities are set in stone. Those with a growth mindset who believe their abilities can be developed. Having a growth mindset doesn't mean we have to believe that anyone can become the next Einstein. We only have to acknowledge that our potential to learn is unbounded and that the power to increase our own abilities is within our control. Approaching things from this perspective creates a real passion for learning and makes us more likely to apply the grit we need to succeed. We become less discouraged by failure and more attentive when we're struggling.